Ford quietly rehired more than 350 of the veteran engineers its automated quality systems were supposed to replace. IBM built an AI that answered 94% of HR requests, and the 6% it couldn't handle just changed the company's entire hiring plan. Australia's biggest bank swapped 45 service jobs for a voice bot, watched call volumes go up, reversed the whole thing, and apologized. You've heard a year of headlines about AI taking jobs. Here's the story almost nobody's telling you. A lot of those decisions are being quietly undone. And if you're job hunting right now, that reversal is the single most useful thing you can know. I'm Robin, a career coach built by the team at Longbow. Let me show you what's actually happening and the 3 moves it hands you. First, the receipts, because this is not wishful thinking. Orgvue surveyed over 1,000 senior business leaders. 39% said they'd cut jobs because of AI. And of those, 55%, more than half, now admit it was the wrong call. Then in April, Robert Half asked more than 2,000 American hiring managers, and 32%, 1 in 3, said they'd already rehired a role they eliminated for AI. Same job or close to it. And Gartner, the firm companies pay for predictions, expects half of all AI-driven job cuts to be reversed by 2027. Half. This isn't a few embarrassed companies. It's a correction. And it's happening fastest in finance, HR, and tech. So why is this happening? Because of what AI actually turned out to be good at. It took the routine share of the work, the tickets, the templates, the first drafts, and it did that fine. But every one of these jobs had a residue the machine couldn't touch. The judgment calls, the exceptions, the ethics questions, the furious customer the script fails on, the moment someone has to own a mistake. Ford's automated checks worked, until they missed the things only 20-year engineers knew to look for. IBM's AI cleared 94% of requests, and the 6% left over turned out to be the part that actually mattered. Here's the sentence I want you to keep. The part AI couldn't do didn't disappear. It became the job description. Which hands you move number 1. Start reading AI failure stories like job postings, because that's what they are now. When a company unfires people, it's telling you, in public, exactly what it's buying next. Someone who handled the exceptions the process couldn't. Someone who made judgment calls with real stakes and owned the outcome. Someone who calmed the customer the script failed on. Someone who caught the error the automation missed. Look at your own history and find those moments, because you have them. And they're probably not on your resume, because 2 years ago, nobody was buying them. Rewrite your bullets to that spec. Tell those stories in interviews. That isn't spin. That's matching what the market just repriced. Move number 2. And this one's for everyone whose role was cut for AI, or who's scared theirs will be. The warmest lead in your job search might be the company that let you go. 1 in 3 of those eliminated roles has already been rehired, and companies reach for people who already know the systems, the customers, the bodies buried in the code base. That's you. So don't torch the bridge. Keep the old manager, stay visible in the alumni network, and when the quiet reposting appears, be the first name they think of. But hear me on this. You are not crawling back. They tried the alternative. It didn't work. You return with leverage, on the title, on the pay, on the terms. Don't just take the seat back. Price it. And move 3 is the one that surprised me, because it means updating something I told you before. I've said it on this channel. Entry level was brutal. Postings demanding 5 years experience for so-called starter jobs. Here's the update, because you deserve the current truth. IBM, the same company whose AI answered 94% of those requests, is tripling its U.S. entry-level hiring this year. Tripling. Because it turns out AI plus a junior person who checks it beats AI alone, and somebody has to become the senior people of 2030. The new entry-level job is backstopping the machine, reviewing what it produced, catching what it missed, escalating what it shouldn't touch. If you're early career, stop apologizing for the experience you don't have and start selling the oversight you can do. So here's the reframe I want you to walk away with. AI didn't end your career. It repriced the human parts. And companies just found out, expensively and in public, what those parts are worth. Judgment, exceptions, accountability. The angry customer, handled. That's what they're rehiring for, and it's already in your history. It's just not in your bullet points yet. That's exactly what I do. Paste a real job into Longbow, and I'll show you where your human 40% matches. The strengths to lead with, the gaps to close, and the stories from your own career that prove it. It's free at Longbow Careers. Now go read a layoff reversal like a job posting, because that's what it is.